Hey guys, it's your girl Drea B. Thanks for stopping by with me, and today we are gonna have another story time. So I remember the last story time that I did, it was my first boyfriend in high school. You guys seem like you really liked that video, so I decided to do some more story times. And today we're gonna talk about someone that I dated. That the story is just kind of crazy. I don't know what I'm gonna call it right now, but it's gonna be like funny. I think you guys will get a like really good laugh out of it. But anyway, I'm trying to be cute right now, so I can't even really like see you guys, or I can't see myself. But I'm just gonna work with it. Whatever, we're just gonna get right into it. Let's get right into the story. I also don't have any earrings on. This morning I just kind of like rushed out of the house because I had somewhere to go, and I had got back in the house late last night, but whatever. Look at this one long curl, y'all, like really. Okay, but anyway, let's get into the story time. So I was dating this guy. Well, I don't even know what you want to call it. He wasn't my boyfriend or anything. Like, we were just like talking. But I'm just gonna start from the beginning of how like I really like met him. So we went to middle school together. I remember we're gonna call him Joshua. We'll call him Joshua. Now, we went to middle school together at one point, but we never really like had too much we didn't have any conversation in middle school actually. But I just remember that my old best friend, he wanted to like fight him at one point, but that's like another story. So anyway, fast forward, we're in high school. He lives around my way now. Now, the place that I'm gonna be talking about, I lived there for like 10 or 11 years. Like me and my mom and my brothers, we were there for like a long time, and it was lit over there. It was really lit. Like, everybody used to live over there, and even people that didn't used to live over there, they would like, you know, come down there anyway. We had a basketball court in front of my house, like directly in front of my house, a tennis court, a playground. So like I used to hang either in the front of my house, like, so we used to like just chill over there. And I had this friend that lived next door to me, so like we would always be together. And me and her were like, I think she was like a year older than me. Sorry guys, so I'm back. My camera, well, I didn't have enough storage on one of the SIM cards I had, but put another one in. So yeah, I pretty much like kind of met people through her, because like I said, I wasn't the one to be like, hey, I'm Audrey, let's be friends. So anyway, him and like a group of boys had actually like started coming around more, and I guess he saw me and he had told her like, you know, I like her, or I think she's cute, or whatever the case may be. And I was just like, okay. So when she told me, I was like, okay, what am I supposed to do with that information? Like, I wasn't like attracted to him really. That like, I wasn't like, oh, he cute, like I want to talk to him. But sometimes like I'm like, all right, let me just give it a try, let me just be nice, or you know, I was always like that type of person. So when she was like, I don't know, just give him a chance, he really seems like he likes you, blah blah blah, whatever. So anyway, we got to a point where we were just like, you know, talking and stuff, and I was like, he's not really a no, I didn't, that's a lie. No, I was just like, this boy is troubled. Like, he wasn't somebody that I would typically go for, but like I said, we were just talking, we were never like in a relationship or anything. So you know, we just talking and stuff, and he used to always be like, well, why don't you let me come in your house? You know, when I get out of school and stuff, he'd be like, why can't I come in your house? And I'd be like, no, my parents are not home. Like, I was that type. I was like, you know, if my mother or my father said no, it meant no, and I wasn't getting in trouble for nobody. But so I was like, no, you know, no thanks, I'm fine. But we had got to a point, like, we were really cool. Like, he was troubled, kind of. Like, he was dealing with a lot, I guess. I don't know what he was, like, dealing with, but he was just making, like, all the wrong choices. And I'm pretty sure, like, he had some stuff going on, but he never, like, let me know about that kind of stuff. But I just wanted to know, like, why he was, like, making the decisions he was making, because it was just like, you're putting yourself in that situation for what? Like, that's how I was. But I'm more of, like, a mother. I'm mothering, even though I don't have any kids. Like, I'm just like mothering. I don't know, it's just in my nature. But so I always try to, like, help people, or, like, try to tell them, you know, you know, you could probably do stuff this way, or maybe you should do this, or, you know, always trying to help somebody. But yeah, so me and him, we were talking, but I felt like it was more like a friendship, because I just couldn't, like, I wasn't attracted. But, you know, he was a work in progress, but he was cool. He was really cool to hang around. He just was like, ugh. I used to just be like, ugh, all the time. Like, why did you do this? Or, you know, like, he just made, like, weird decisions, and it was just like, why did you do that? But so he started hanging, like, around the wrong people, and he was just doing, like, some silly stuff. And I can't remember exactly, but he was just hanging around people that he probably shouldn't have been hanging around. And I think his father might have been a police officer. I can't remember, but it was something of that nature. So I'm like, yo, I don't know if you're acting like this because you're trying to get attention, or if you acting like this because you think that you just feel like you can and you're unstoppable. But no. So I don't know if this was before or after the incident that I'm about to tell y'all, but at one point his stepmother came and knocked on my door, and she said, you know, she just wanted to talk to me, saying that, you know, I know Joshua really cares about you, and you seem like such a sweet girl, and I just want to say thank you for, you know, trying to help him, because from what he talks about, you seem like you know, are really trying to get him together and things like that. So I was just kind of like, wow, like, okay. Like, I never, like, had to interact with somebody that I was dealing with parents, because I was still young. Like, that never happened. But the fact that she had, first off, that she knew where I lived, but she was a really sweet lady, and I was just like, oh, like, thank you. That, you know, that meant a lot, because, like, I really was trying to help him get on the right path, because I'm like, you know, that life didn't even look like it was for him. Like, seriously, like, I don't even know why he was making the decisions that he was making, because he literally could have had whatever he wanted. But I don't know, I just felt like he was acting out for some reason. Maybe he wanted attention or something from somebody. I don't know the whole background story. But so this, I swear, every time I tell this story, I think it's so funny, but it's not. It's really not, but it is. Like, because I was so, like, childish. Like, I was really childish, and the whole situation was just, like, ridiculous. So, like I said, we knew a lot of people around the area, and so it was this other group of people that we knew, we had a lot of homeboys, I guess, because like I grew up with a lot of, well, I was the only girl. My mom had 5 kids and I was the only girl out of all of them. So I was kind of like tomboyish a little bit. Like, I like makeup, I like to dress up really nice, but I will not wear heels. I love tennis shoes. Like, I'm that type. Like, I like sweats, tennis shoes, hats, but I like to look nice. And so like I had a lot of guy friends. I never really like clicked with a lot of girls. So yeah, around the way we had a lot of guy friends. But and I feel like we were like kind of respected. Well, at least I was respected. And my brother was out there, like he knew a lot of people too, because he just like talked. So yeah, so I guess they was like, oh, that's Tio's sister. Like, it was like that. So one day he had beef with one of the guys that, you know, we was also cool with. Me and, I'm gonna call the girl Brielle. Me and Brielle were cool with this other group, these other guys, and they were in some stuff too, but I didn't know like exactly what, because like I was saying, I was naive. I'll say naive, not childish. I was really naive. So like when it came to like the bigger picture of things, like I had my head on straight, because I didn't make hasty decisions or like stupid decisions, but I didn't know like real world stuff. Like, I wasn't really aware of like gangs and stuff like that, or like, so apparently the other guys that we were cool with was in like some type of gang or something, or they was just like about their life. I don't know. So I don't know how that whole situation happened. So Joshua had wound up having an issue with the other guy that we knew. His name, I'm gonna call him Michael. Joshua had some type of issues with Michael. I don't know if it was the group that he was hanging with and they didn't like each other. I don't know how that whole situation happened or transpired, but anyway, so he would tell me like, you know, that they was beefing and stuff like that, but I didn't really like think of it as that serious. So I was in the house one day and I was watching my little brothers, and I get a knock on my door, and so I'm like, okay, like it's nothing. Open the door. The first thing I see is a shirt. I'm not, for some reason it's like hard for me to, like, I don't know, I just focus on one thing. As soon as it happens, I'm focusing on just like one specific thing, and I probably should like look at everything, but at that time I just saw a shirt, because it had stuff on it, and so I'm like, what? Like, I was like, what is on your shirt? Like, but then I look up at Joshua's face, and yes, it was Joshua at the door. His shirt is ripped, like hanging off type ripped. It's blood on his shirt. I swear I didn't know what it was at first when I looked at it, but it's funny because as soon as I opened the door, that's the first thing I saw. But so I looked up at his face, and his eye was so freaking bad. I think his lip was busted, and his eye was like, it was out there, like it looked horrible. So he was like this on his eye. He was like, he out of breath. He like, they just jumped me, and I'm like, who? So then he was like, Michael and his homeboys, or his cousin or something like that. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, they just jumped me. And I was like, so I'm like irritated, because I think it had to do with like the group that he was in or something. But I'm like, come on, bro. Like, first off, you bringing that stuff to my house. That's never cool. Like, I have younger siblings, and my mother will tear me up like if somebody come at my door looking for you. But I was just like, hold on, let me get you a towel or something. So I wound up giving him a washcloth. I like wet it and told him clean itself up and put it on your eye. And like I was like, you need to go in the house, like, because obviously you're not safe, because I think he said they were still looking for him or something. So I said, you're not safe, you need to go in the house. Like, what the heck? Like, I was just in shock. So he never went in the house. See, that's like, this is what I'm talking about. So he never went in the house. So I think I went next door to Brielle's house, and I was telling her what happened. So I think my mother had got home by then or something of that nature, or maybe my brother was in the house, I don't know. But so we wound up outside again. So I'm sitting in front of her house with her brother and her, and we look across the street, and he's at the basketball court, and I'm like, why is he still at the basketball court? Like, go in the house. Like, people are looking for you. They just jumped you. Why are you still outside? You need to go in the house. So we sitting there, we like, oh my god, like, we laughing because it's just like, come on, like, this boy cannot get right. Like, he has so much issues, I don't know. But so then you see Michael and I think one other guy come down the street, and I'm like, oh my gosh. But we were just like, what in the world? Like, this doesn't happen. Like, this don't happen. But so they come back to the basketball court, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. And so I was trying to act like I was like concerned. I was joking, and it wasn't funny at the time, but later when, you know, we reflected off of all of it and how I reacted, we laughed. So I was like, oh my god, how am I gonna get through this? Like, I was really going through like something serious. Like, so they bust Brielle, and Brielle like bust out laughing like, what? Like, girl, go ahead. So I was like, I know I'm being so extra, but this man is stressing me out because I'm trying to get him on track, and he just fell completely off. I don't know. But so they came into the, Michael came into the basketball court, and I guess like was like, they started fighting and stuff, and I'm like, what the heck is going on? Like, this is ridiculous. And then I think a knife was pulled out, but I don't think anybody got stabbed. Maybe they did. I don't remember. Oh my goodness, I swear it's like really cloudy. It's cloudy, but it's not. Like, I remember being there and picturing myself being there, but I don't remember if somebody got stabbed or not. But yeah, it was crazy. So they was fighting, and I was just like, oh my gosh, this is really crazy. I don't know how I'm gonna get through this. And like, I'm really being like extra, but I wasn't like sad, but I was just like frustrated because like, this, I don't go through stuff like this. Why is this happening? Like, and then I had to reflect, like, why did this man come to my house with a black eye and a busted lip and his shirt ripped? But I think it was something that he had did prior, and that's why that happened, because he, like I said, he was making stupid decisions, and I just didn't understand it. But I mean, that's what he wanted to do. But so long story short, you know, after they was fighting and stuff, like we were talking about it. We was like, yo, that was crazy. Like, we ain't never seen nothing like that. And they was just like messing with me because like I was really being super dramatic and stuff. Like, he was a sweetheart though, but I don't know. So anyway, after that whole incident, my sister said that he had went to school and everybody was asking like, what the F happened to your eye? Like, what? So we were going to the movies. No, it was me, my mom, and one of her friends. And it was this movie that we were gonna go see. And she was like, you can invite him if you want. You know, if you want to invite him, just get him out the house. He probably needs to get out the house. So I was like, fine. So I invited him out to the movies. That's why his stepmother came to my house. His stepmother came to my house because I invited him to the movies, and I guess she just wanted to like physically meet me or my mom and stuff. Because they really, like I said, his stepmom and dad seemed like, well, his stepmom seemed like she was very like active. Like, I really think she was, and she was a really sweet lady too. All of that stuff happened. But I remember him saying when we wound up going to the movies, he was like, I know you embarrassed me in my eye. And I was like, if I was embarrassed of your eye looking like that, I wouldn't have invited you. But I'm not even that type of person. Like, what? That, I didn't understand that. Like, no, you're embarrassed. If I'm embarrassed, I'm embarrassed because of the decisions that you were making that put you in that position, not your eye. Like, what? That made no sense. Because I could have definitely just went to the movie by myself and I would have been alright. But anyway, my mother died laughing. She was like, no, he didn't say that. And I was like, yes, like what? That made no sense. But okay, maybe somebody else, but I wasn't embarrassed. Yeah, I just stopped fooling with him because I couldn't deal with that. I couldn't deal with that. And he needed a lot more guidance than just me and his parents, you know. And I don't know how he is till this day, but I know that I think he had got locked up some time ago. I don't know, but I mean, I think he is out. I actually don't know what he does with himself, but I hope he did get himself together. I really do, because I know that he was a sweet guy. I don't know what happened to him in the process. I don't know what made him, you know, make the decisions that he started making. But and he was making those decisions before me. I was just trying to, you know, be supportive and try to like help him through it. But you can't give nobody no help if they don't want it. So like I said, I don't know what he's doing with his life now, but I hope he got himself together. I really do. And yeah, so that concludes my story time. So my next story time, I'm not sure, but you guys can comment down below. Please like this video, like it up, subscribe to my channel, and comment down below what you think I should talk about next. I hope you enjoyed this story, and I will see you guys soon.